Today we're going to go over customer login. This is where your customer can log in on the front end of your website, create an account, and set up their details in order for you to follow up with them. Now you'll notice that there's this little box on your front end of your website called My Account. This account is actually for your customers. When your customers come into your website for the first time, they have an option of clicking Log In and setting up the information that's needed, or they can create an account. And we're going to create an account just to see a test. Okay, now that we got our customer set up, we do update details, and actually would have to be a valid email address. Let's do. And update details. And this message we'll have here. Thanks for registering. We've emailed you a password, so that information would go through. So we'll close out of here. And once you fill that out, or once the customer fills that out, it'll automatically log them into the account. So you see here it has JTest, has their details. If there were any inquiries, they would be here, and that would be for the customer selecting any product on the website and putting it on an inquiry list. They can actually save favorite products. When we go back into products, we're going to see that there's a little heart symbol with a plus sign in it, and that would be for them to save products that they would normally use or that are their favorites. So we're going to go to promotional products here. And let's say we're going to look at this bag here. So we hover over the bag and you see that heart with the plus sign. We can add that to our favorites, and that'll be stored on the system every time we log into the system or the front end of the website. We have the option of actually viewing the details of the particular bag, or we can add it to the inquiry list. So let's go ahead and add it to the inquiry list. Here the customer can enter the quantity they want and what colors they were looking for. Click Add to Inquiry List, and we see that our inquiry list under here is updated with that particular information so the customer can see. Now in regards to this on the back end of the website or the Manage section, we would come in here. Now to start from the home part, come in here, go to Inquiries, then My Inquiries, and we can see that 28 seconds ago JTest entered in an inquiry for one particular product. We could click there and we can see the inquiry, what time it came in. If there was any other information, it would be loaded here. The customer details, which would be the name, the company address, follow-up number, when the company or when the customer actually registered. I believe it's 3 days because I did another webinar regarding something along these lines, so JTest is probably in the system twice. We do have the reference number for this particular item, so we have the Aubrey color is 450, and from here this particular number you could actually select Envision and plug it in to see your product research and see what the actual product was. In the next update we're going to have it to where the product research is going to be available on your store website, so you wouldn't need to go to Vision to plug this number in. You would get the details of what manufacturer or what product that was associated with. We can click here and view all of our inquiries. Right now we only have one. If we had more, they would all show up on this list. We can look at our inquiry form fields. This would show us all the inquiry forms that we do have out on the system. This is one that was produced earlier as a separate form. So first name, last name, email. These forms can be produced at any time. If you wanted to get some overall information on just your customers and how their experiences were on the website, you could definitely add a form that says, tell us more about your experience or give us feedback, anything like that. And you can predetermine and populate what titles you want entered in there and how much information you want to retrieve. Next on the list is download inquiries. We have almost a report style list here where you can download the assigned inquiries, any viewed inquiries that you've already taken a look at, inquiries submitted, and inquiries that haven't been submitted that are just sitting out there on the website, possibly almost like a cart scenario. Like if someone purchases or wants to purchase an item, they add it to their shopping cart, but they don't go ahead and give the credit card details and get the information moving. The not submitted is a lot like that. It's just sitting out there. And all would be everything, all of these particular lists combined. So that's your My Account setting for your customers. When they come in here, again, they would register for an account with Trade Only, or on your website, I'm sorry, and then they would go ahead and enter their details, and you could have these forms go to your particular email to follow up on. And also, coming soon, when their customer adds to your inquiry list, it actually shows up as a quote in Vision, and that will be soon linked to where they go on the site, your website. They would add a particular product to the inquiry list. It would shoot you an email, and you'd be able to view it in your website on the back end like we just did. But then also, when you go back into Vision, you're going to be able to see exactly what was given. So you have your product research in there, and it comes over as a quote. So as soon as you get that, it should show up instantly. Then you can create a quote for that particular customer and get right back to them with quantities and more information. And that's going to conclude our webinar today. Please stay tuned for more webinars coming up. My name is Jonathan Hall. And please, if you have any questions, call support at 866-564-6247 or log on to tradeonly.com, select education, and we have a wealth of information there for you to get help on any questions you need. Thank you.